why am I contesting? Let me start from the basics. Section 50, subsection 1B of our Nigerian Constitution, that's 1999, as amended, said the members shall elect from among themselves any member with legislative experience. So I'm a second timer, and I'm a Nigerian elected into the House of Reps with a certificate of return. So I'm qualified to contest. That's the first thing. Number two, I believe, having considered all other perspectives, shades of opinion, I have what it takes. I can bring some fresh air into the contest. What do I mean by that? You are looking for a candidate that has widespread acceptability among his colleagues without having to induce them. I have friends across political parties, across geopolitical divides, whether you are talking of the Northwest, Northeast, Southwest, Southeast, South-South. I'm at home with them. So, by popular demand, some of my colleagues told me, Jide, come on, you can do it. Go ahead and run. Besides that, I think I can contribute a lot to the growth of Nigeria. You know that we practice a presidential form of democracy, 3 arms of government, executive, legislature, and the judiciary. But this place called the National Assembly is the home of democracy itself, the legislature. We have a major role to play. And in the last 4 years, if you see the happenings in our polity, you see that we need to approach it from another perspective. Talking of how we relate with the executive, it's not be too cordial. I've promised that if I come in, there will be no confrontation. I'll be firm. I'll defend Nigeria's democracy. I'll defend our constitution without necessarily being confrontational. There will be engagements, robust engagement. We'll agree, we'll disagree, and we'll agree. That's the kind of leadership I'll provide. I also said that I'm going to be a servant speaker. What do I mean by that? I will serve my colleagues, including all stakeholders. You journalists, you are stakeholders. Staff members are stakeholders. Our aides, they are also stakeholders. And looking at Nigeria, which we are all elected to, Nigerians, they've elected us to represent them, to serve them. I'll make sure I promote legislations that would make life better for them. The last time I had a press interview, and I was talking about our budgeting process. Being an accountant that is conversant with budgets, what we have now, for me, is not good enough in terms of the process that even leads to the budget itself. Kind of garbage in, garbage out. You have some numbers last year, how much was released. This year, you are just doing an extrapolation. I think our budgeting system should be more participatory. So I'm going to promote laws, legislations that will improve our public sector budgeting considerably. Public sector budgeting, we must do well than what we are doing now. Look at the issue of security. I was in Borno State about 2 weeks ago. as a member of the Committee on Army, we went to Sambisa to see our troops. They are doing very well under very challenging circumstances, putting their lives and their comfort on the line so that you and I can work freely as citizens. We need to promote legislation that will make life better for them. So by God's grace, Security Trust Fund Bill is a bill that has been conceived but could not see the light of the day in the 8th Assembly. By God's grace, if I become the Speaker, it's going to be a major project for me. We need to ensure that our armed forces, including the police, civil defense, they are better funded and better motivated than we have now. And you know, the issue of state police has been a major issue. Let's forget about the name you call it. The fact remains that in Nigeria today, we need a form of policing that is related to the community. I mean, if you travel abroad before, especially in the US, we have county police, like local government police. Those are people that are born in a particular area, grew up there, went to school there, or went to school somewhere. They come back home to join the police, and they are responsible for the security of that environment. What we have now, whereby a police officer is posted to maybe Oyo State. After 2 years, you take him to Borno State. All the knowledge about the dynamics of the security in that particular environment is lost. So we need to promote a form of community policing. We may not call it state police. So I'm going to look into that also. Furthermore, issue of fundamental rights. God, this democracy, I could remember in 1993, during the June 12 struggle, although I was not a notable name, but I was involved in some protests in Lagos. The Abiola came back from America. We went to the airport to receive him. I was part of the protest up to his house in Toyin Street, Ikeja. People have laid down their lives for this struggle. And 20 years into it, it is still work in progress. How do we ensure that our fundamental rights are not taken away? Most especially for the vulnerable groups. Our women. Children. IDPs. And most especially the very poor. No, if you are very, very poor, is a kind of certain right to good standard of living has been taken away from you. The government is doing very well now with the 500 billion naira, which is earmarked for social investment program. I think we can still do better by putting in place laws that will make it become like a permanent part of our governance. It won't be like a policy alone. If this government leaves, another one comes in the future, they will not just push it away. It becomes a continuous program for the government. So I'm going to promote laws that's going to look into that. If possible, increase that amount. You've all heard about trader money. How can we make it better? Maybe we should introduce some other forms of money or funds for petty traders and people of low income so that they can engage in lawful business to to better their lives. Also, my colleagues in the House, the job we are doing is very strenuous, challenging. I want to make sure that they are motivated, they are happy, and as much as possible, put them in a position that they can go back to their constituency and deliver the dividends of democracy to the people that elected them.